Praise God. You know, I'm glad to be in the number one more time. Yeah. Yeah. Glad to be in the number one more time. Man, this book, I'm grateful. Uh, I'm grateful that God gave me the interest in this book, in His Bible. I thank God. I thank God. You know, I thank God for all the people I've met. You know, I met a variety of people in my life. Some had different effects on me than others. And, but man, I'm glad I met Jesus. I'm glad I met Jesus. I remember a day, a little bit before the 77 blackout in New York. Wow. Didn't last that long. And I remember that I was out there. Yeah, I really wasn't out there during the blackout that much because I had come, God saved me from that era, that time. But I didn't get saved. I got a little touch. I got a little touch. And because He showed me who He was. He really did. He showed me. See, God will show you who He is. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He'll let you know. Listen, you're gonna either be I'm gonna get you one way or the other. And He gives us time. See, people worry about people. And they shouldn't really worry about because God has the time. God has the time, people. And I wanted to speak on a couple other things today because it's Black History Month, and trying to see. But I'm going to talk on this one because this is very interesting. You know, America would have been much greater. You know, I know we got this person running around talking about that America's great now again, but America would have been much greater if they would have adhered to the principles of this book. Okay? If they would have adhered to it. Because I don't care what no one says about slavery, but slavery was bad. Slavery can't be even repaid in dollars. Can't be repaid. There's no price. If you took one person and sold them into slavery, there's no price that you can say, well, okay, this will make up for it. No price for the families and stuff that was taken. And the thing about it, there has never been an apology for slavery. There's never been an apology for slavery in these United States of America. There's never been an apology. Grown men and women have never apologized for slavery. And I guess they think they don't have to. But on a higher tribunal one day, you will have to acknowledge it, because if you haven't came into the knowledge, or what you would say you haven't repented of your sins, well, you're going to come into the knowledge of what your sins was, and God's going to let you know Like my sins, I know I have sins. I hope that, I would hope my sins be blotted out enough where God will tell me, well, enter into the joys of the kingdom. My ex-cotton picker, because you ain't got to give me no name, but although he gave me a name, he gave me a name. And he beat me up because I didn't want to receive the name right away. He beat me up about me not receiving the name. But yes, he gave me the name Prophet Nehemiah. And I have been Prophet Nehemiah. I'm still Prophet Nehemiah. And until the day I die, I'm going to be Prophet Nehemiah because God stamped that name on me on May the 4th, 1980. He gave me that name. And that's why I believe I can talk on this. I can talk on this. I'm old enough and I'm experienced enough and I ain't afraid, you know. But, slavery is something else. To sell people in slavery and to put them in bondage and put them through the abuse that was done, that's something else. Woo. I'm glad on this side of slavery rather than on the other side, the master side of slavery, because there has been no, what you would call, there's been no big crime. There's been no indictment. There's been no indictment of the masters of slavery. There's been no indictment of the masters of slavery and of what comes after the thing. Because you're probably saying, well, man, but all of this stuff is in the Bible. We weren't supposed to call nobody masters. We wasn't supposed to call nobody masters. Jesus said that. We wasn't supposed to call nobody masters. But our ancestors was put in some kind of predicament, and it's not. We got fault too, because we turned away from our God, because this Bible, this book is real. The gospel's real. But you know what I believe about this? I don't think, and I'm a optimist when it comes to the Creator. I'm an optimist when it comes to the Creator. But I'm a pessimist when it comes to mankind, especially right now mankind, because I don't believe that there will ever be, the way it's going now and the way the world is today, that there would ever be an evenness. That there would ever be an evenness of the races, which I hate to use that word. I don't think that there'll ever be an evenness of the ethnic groups. Is that true? Yeah, ethnic. Yeah, the evenness of the heritages that have been birthed upon this earth. When I say heritage, I'm talking about the heritages of Shem, Ham, and Japheth. I don't believe that there'll ever be an evenness on this earth as long as the present standards of what is going on now. It really won't be, because you always got those that are up high that want to keep those that are down lower, because that's the way it is. That's the way it is, and that's the way they want to do that. And not only with the people of color, but also the people that are poor. They don't care about the people of the poor. They don't care about poor people, period, either, because just look at the Look at the dollars. Look at the idiocy of the dollars that they send up in outer space. What are they looking for in outer space? Where they can spend trillions of dollars shooting stuff up in outer space. And while all of this beautiful earth that God, see, this earth is not ours. God gave, he lent us this. And we really were supposed to keep it flourishing. Keep it, we're supposed to have been the keepers of it. But now, instead of the keepers of it, we have become the destroyers of it. We're destroying the earth. And it's in Revelation. He said those that destroy the earth, he said, are going to be destroyed. And that's happening. Oh, it's happening. They're talking about global warming, and the sun is being shining through the cracks in the sky, the cracks in the atmosphere, the ozone layer. Stuff that we're beginning to hear now. But these old raggedy-haired men that's got one foot in the grave and one on a banana peeling, they say it don't exist. So we're going to keep making our millions and billions, and oh, the hell with that. The hell with the youth. And man, I guess we know what time it is. We know what time it is. And that's the only time I really believe where it's going to be a calm on this earth is when Jesus comes. And people say, well, that's a fairy tale. And, we have found out that that's not so because we found different things here. And please go and be like Billy Joe Jones when he was playing Dracula, or Philly Joe Jones. Yeah, I was a jazz lover too. Philly Joe Jones used to imitate Bela Lugosi, like Bela Lugosi, and he would tell him, go in the belfry and play with the bats. That's what I tell them. These old raggedy-haired people. Yeah, excuse me sometime, but I got to go off. And I'm glad it's comedy. Because if it wasn't comedy, man, do you know we would kick some ass? All right? Because we got comedy, and comedy kind of soothes you. See, the spirituality that our people have, and then the comedy that we have, keeps a lot of people from getting their ass whipped. You hear what I'm saying? Because I know the spirituality keeps us that way. But sometimes with the comedic, the comedy is something else. Because, see, we're in a tragedy. Now, we're in a tragic situation. We are being, what you would say, we got people that are really tragedians. That's a good word for y'all, really. Y'all Republicans, think about that. I'm going to rename y'all tragedians, okay? All right? Yeah, I coined the word. Prophet Nehemiah. Tragedians, that's what it is. Because y'all are a tragedy about to happen. And, hey, the other side of the coin, y'all ain't too much different because y'all don't have the, I guess you would say, y'all ain't got the courage to stand up to people sometime and tell them, shut up. Shut the hell up. Don't call me out of my name. Y'all don't have that courage. Y'all stand there like little puppies. Instead of telling man, shut the hell up. You raggedy head. But but that's true, and it's a shame basically, man, that America ain't gonna be great. It never was great, but it had a possibility of being great. But every time the possibility of it being great, the person was gotten out the way. I don't think that there was another person on this earth. I really don't. That was like Dr. Martin Luther King. His voice echoed through. It seems like Dr. King's voice. I believe that the Creator gave Dr. King, and you'd probably say, "Oh man, this Negro's crazy," but I believe the Creator gave Dr. Martin Luther King, with that voice that he had, I believe he lent him some of his vocal cords. That's right, because I've never heard nobody else with that voice like that. When you heard his voice, you knew it was something special. And those times were something special. But then he even said, wow, we've integrated into a burning house. And that was back, man, that was back then. Can you imagine that? That was back then in 68. So we integrated into a burning house. And man, just think about it. God is amazing. He's amazing. His mercy endureth forever, and his grace aboundeth much. But we are at the end of an age. We don't know how long the age is going to last. But if you look in Ecclesiastes, it said for every season, there's a time. But and then back in Malachi, which I'm going to read this, and I'm going to read what it says in Malachi, because Malachi was a very heavy book. In fact, it was the last book of the Old Testament, Malachi. Listen, you got to read this book. You have to read this book all the way through. You can't. Yep, you can't. Listen to this. Yeah, the last chapter of Malachi. This is what it says. This is what it says. Remember ye the fourth book and the fourth chapter and the fourth verse of Malachi. It says, remember ye the law of Moses, my servant, which I commanded unto him in Horeb for all Israel, with the statutes and judgments. He said, behold, I will send you Elijah. Oh my goodness. The prophet, before the coming of the great and dreadful day of the Lord. I'm not he. Not Elijah. And he shall turn the heart of the fathers to the children, and the heart of the children to their fathers, lest I come and smite the earth with a curse. Ikanya nyenyemo. Hisababa bahaka. Elietchendere nyanyamo umboba bahakinde au atayele asonye janyomo mamana. Igamba ene Senyeno mahaka. Itahala again. I'm going to read that again, y'all. I'm just read the 5th verse. And I want you to understand what God says is true. Behold, I will send you Elijah, the prophet. So Dr. King might have been Elijah, because Dr. King was telling the people to love one another. He was trying to bring people together. Now we got people dividing us. Who are the dividers? We got people dividing us. But Dr. King was trying to bring the people together. He said, behold, I will send you Elijah the prophet before the coming of the great and dreadful day. Oh, Lord. Man, dreadful's a bad word, man. The dreadful day of the Lord. And he shall turn the heart of the fathers to the children. Listen to this. And the heart of the children to their fathers. He said, lest I come and smite the earth with a curse. So if we don't get the dividers out of the way, that's what's going to happen. God said he's going to smite the earth with a curse. So y'all better listen and understand God is not playing with you. You got coronaviruses and stuff going around and all that stuff. Who knows what's coming next? Because see, what's happening is we're getting another thing with Egypt type sicknesses now. Because why? We got another, I guess you say, another hard-headed Pharaoh that don't want the people to be who the people should be. Another hard-headed Pharaoh that don't believe fat meat is greasy. Another hard-headed Pharaoh. That's right. Pharaoh. Let me be Pharaoh. You know? I'll show you what I can do. I can punish your people, God. But that's what's happening. So expect what we are expecting, or expect what's going on. I'm sorry. But expect what we see. And if we don't do what God says in Malachi, and don't let it happen, we're going to see worse. And that's a shame. Because you got, what, 8 billion people. And I believe that God made most of them to be good. I do. I really do. I believe most of the people on the earth are good. But it's just the people that have singled themselves out to be somebody that want to control everybody. Y'all are the ones. Y'all are the culprits. But like I'm saying, Malachi, gonna smite the earth with a curse.